All right, welcome back. So this is part 2. We're going to be continuing our business use case using AI for everything from idea generation, validation, critical review, then understanding what we're trying to build. So while we're doing all of this is we want to be very clear about what we're building before we actually go build it, because most people actually want to build stuff and they don't have clarity in there. So this is the part 2 of that process where we'll try to understand what we're building, and that'll be useful where we actually get into the next context of building the application, bringing it to life. I'm so excited about because hey, this app is going to help me solve my own problem as well. So I hope you're as excited as I am. If you've not done all of these sessions we've been doing, get your hands dirty. That's the best way to actually learn. So let's get started. So recall in the last module, we were actually generating all these assets to help us understand. And this is the beauty of NotebookLM. So it helps us really understand things. Now, the big problem is people just want to write code in 10 minutes and they build something that is not useful. We don't want to do that. There's a methodology to it. This is like, I'm not even very grounded in this. I run a business and that's about it. I know you need to categorize your expense and do all of that. My bookkeeper does that. My accountant does that. But in terms of being a domain, like subject matter expert, I'm not. But that is still not the obstacle in terms of building. And that's why tools like this, AI tools like this, help you really understand anything. That's literally what NotebookLM. Synthesize information, do research. So whatever research you want to do, this solution helps you do it quickly. Let's listen to our podcast that we've created.
All right, welcome back to the deep dive. So we're trying something a little different today.
We are.
Usually we analyze a topic from the outside looking in, kind of like observers. Today, though, we're putting on our hard hats.
Yeah, we are stepping into the war room.
We aren't just discussing a trend. We are simulating a strategic product launch.
That's right.
For the next 20 minutes or so, you, the listener, you are the product manager, and we are your strategy team. We've got a stack of market research, competitor analysis from places like ZDNet and Gartner, and a very specific product requirements document, or PRD, for new app concept.
The working title in the documents is Tax Ready Inbox.
Tax Ready Inbox. It sounds functional, very purpose-built. But look, before we get into the feature set or the AI, I want to play devil's advocate right out of the gate.
Yeah, okay.
We've looked at the landscape. You've got QuickBooks, Xero, spreadsheets. I mean, literally thousands of apps in the finance category. Why on earth are we building another accounting tool? Isn't the market saturated enough?
That is the $1 million question, right?
Yeah.
And honestly, if we were trying to build another accounting tool, I'd say we pack up and go home.
Right.
But if you look closely at the MVP requirements, the minimum viable product, the answer is in the specific job to be done. The mission here, it isn't to build full-blown accounting software. It is to create a real-time, tax-ready expense log.
Okay, let's unpack that distinction. Because to me, or even to a developer, that sounds a lot like bookkeeping with some fancy marketing spin. What is the actual difference?
It is bookkeeping, but it's bookkeeping stripped down to its absolute survival instincts. We are targeting a very specific persona that's found in the PRD. We're calling them the shoebox people.
The shoebox people.
The solo businesses, the freelancers, the tradies. When these people look at QuickBooks, they feel completely overwhelmed by features they don't need. Payroll, inventory management, multi-currency.
And when they look at a spreadsheet,
they feel exhaustion because it's entirely manual.
So we aren't trying to be the CFO for a mid-sized tech company.
Not at all.
We are trying to stop the graphic designer or the plumber from having a complete panic attack in June.
Precisely. We are building the bridge between the chaos of daily spending and that moment you hand everything over to your accountant. We're not replacing the accountant. We are fixing the input data so the accountant can actually do their job.
Okay, I see the gap. Let's dive deeper into that user persona. The PRD identifies our target as the 1 to 5 person business.
All right, so we can see that is very clear. Even I'm learning in real time. That's why I left it to play for a while. But of course, we're not going to play 20 minutes. But I want to show you this quick feature where you can actually dial in and have a conversation as well. So you just press interactive and I can ask specific questions. Now, I have a lot of questions because we're doing this research in real time. Yeah, I'm going to say hey, join.
Oh, wait, someone wants to join. Hey, go for it.
Hey, so I want to ask, can you point me to the core features that will make this not become a quick book or like why are you building this solution kind of thing, like just a waste of time? The accountant or whoever will be like, yeah, there's a solution for this. Why are you doing this kind of app? They're not going to use it.
You're asking essentially what features prevent us from being just another piece of system.
Yeah. How do we make sure the accountant actually wants to use our output?
If the accountant ignores us, we have failed.
That's right.
The core feature set that avoids this being a critical failure is all about the output, not the input.
Okay, let's unpack that.
We need to deliver a perfectly formatted CSV file.
One that is ready to import,
Exactly. Our target is the accountant's software.
like Xero or QuickBooks.
We need our export to contain clean fields, date, vendor amount, and crucially, a confirmed tax category.
Not a messy description, but a clean category like software or office supply.
If the user provides a shoebox, the accountant is spending hours on reconstruction.
And they charge a high rate for that, as we noted.
But if they receive a clean, categorized file with links to every digital receipt,
It's review and submit, not reconstruction.
precisely, that is the whole psychological shift.
It saves the client money and it saves the accountant time.
Which is why the PRD specifies a perfect CSV export that the accountant can quickly use in their own software.
That makes perfect sense. We are solving the grunt work problem.
You nail it. We are solving the grunt work problem.
All right, welcome back to the deep dive. So we're trying something a little...
Awesome. So we can see that. Now I want to show you something else that will blow your mind. Remember, we wanted to create a video. So let's see. I'm super excited for this one as well.
You know that feeling, right? That yearly scramble, that absolute chaos of getting your finances sorted for tax time. For way too long, that's just been the reality for small business owners and freelancers. But what if it didn't have to be? What if you could actually break that cycle for good? Well, today, we're diving into a whole new way of thinking about small business finance. A move from total tax chaos to tax calm. I mean, does this look familiar? Feeling like you're literally buried under a mountain of paper, just trying to piece together the last 12 months? Yeah. If that's you, you are so not alone. But the good news is there is a fundamentally better way to do this. Let's call it what it is, the annual tax chaos. It's that awful ritual where you're digging through shoeboxes of faded receipts and trying to make sense of messy bank statements. And it's not just stressful, it's not just a waste of time. Honestly, as you're about to see, it's getting really, really risky. So where does it all go wrong? Well, experts at ISM Accountants basically point to three main culprits. First, mixing personal and business money, which is just a nightmare to untangle. Second, not tracking every single little expense, which is literally leaving money on the table. And third, bad categorization, which can...
Awesome. So we know the core issues. Let's look at our slide very quickly. My goodness, this is amazing. That's what I would say. Hey, like, come on, look at this. Real-time tax plan, right? Worked hard to make now. Look at this slide. It's pitch ready, existing tool. Look at the quality of the tool. The logo is even correct. Too risky, prone to fat finger errors. The expense log that keeps. Well, if you're an investor, we're gonna make money. So capture, categorize, review. Compliance gamify. This is great, man. Missing middle. I love that. Micro businesses. No complex period. No invoicing. No tax that we prepared it. Measuring success. Wow. Guys, are you not impressed? Are you not impressed? So now we're seeing like so many things. We've seen the flashcard earlier. We've seen the quiz just to help you learn a bit more about what you're building if you're not there. We've seen the infographic. Oh my God, this is great. This is just so visual and high quality. We've seen all of this, which is great. So where do we go from here? Now, this is where we now start to say, is this worth building? I do want to be clear on that. I'm going to ask, so based on everything we've seen, the research with PRD and look at all the blind spot, for me, do you think that it is worth building this app? Would anybody pay for this app? I want to be absolutely sure. All right? So it's going to allow it to think. Oh, yeah, guys, you can see that PRD targets a very real pain that the big guys often overcomplicate. Compliance anxiety is the hook. So how do we solve this problem, update the PRD? So we want to implement something that would not be so difficult to Finland. For the MVP, it's not supposed to be perfect. It's just supposed to solve a problem. Getting bank feedback may be tough integration point, but if not, let's just run with our PRD and let's go. All right, update the PRD and let's go with that. So we're gonna get the updated PRD now. This is all validation, and it's better you spend your time here than regret it later. And that will take us to the next tool we're going to use to just finalize this. Now, we've heavily used ChatGPT, so I want to introduce you to Claude AI. Now, there's Claude AI, there's Claude Code, but we're going to start with just the Claude AI right now. So Claude Code, we may touch on it a bit later in another module. I'm going to go to Claude Code and say, so I have a product requirement document from NotebookLM. My worry is I don't have all the text tag defined if this is able to build it right now using vibe coding tool like Lovable Replit. So please help me refine this product requirement document, validate that what we're trying to build is feasible, it's usable, and it solves a problem, real problem as well. Now, this is us stacking tools, right? You can see what I'm doing. I'm going to use a smart model. So 4.5 is very smart. It's going to think about it. And this is the standard for coding. When it comes to coding, writing, Claude Code happens to be a lot better than ChatGPT. ChatGPT is so powerful for brainstorming and everything, but Claude Code is amazing when it comes to writing, I find, and coding. So I use it for that. The way it writes is just, there's something different about it. You can see, this is what I'm talking about, visibility. All right, so you can see, even though we've done extensive research here, there's some flaws, which is fine, but we've just got to have that awareness and fix it. All right, with this, can you fix the flaws? And I want you to also map out the flow, visual flow of how the app works. So I can see the user journey end to end. Then I want to see the sample, tech stack or revised tech stack that I'm going to do. The UI has to have sleek experience, beautiful UI that's like Apple-like, Framer-like design that's so easy to use for the app. Any other optimization you recommend? So we spend so much time in the thinking phase, in the planning phase, in the requirement phase, because that is super important. And in the next video, I'm going to walk you through the principle of vibe coding before we actually build all of this out. And then you're going to really appreciate why we're spending so much time here and not just jumping straight to build. Now, what we've done so far, we've literally gotten an idea that we've settled with, and you've seen that process. We're going to see how this helps us refine it. All right, so while we wait for Claude to do that, we're going to go to the next phase, which is we want to create a logo. I'll create this logo and then we will then come back to see our result. So I want to brainstorm with ChatGPT, very good at doing this. So remember, you can do this on ChatGPT. You can use Nano Banana as well. I prefer to use ChatGPT. I've gotten a lot of very good results from ChatGPT. What I want is I will still take our PRD here. That's fine because it's relevant. And this is the idea. I don't have the business name. This is the context. So I'm going to tell you, please suggest 10 different names for this app first. And then before we actually start creating the logo ideas. So this is taking a bit of time. It's really working out. You can see now ChatGPT is telling us logo direction. Yeah, I think my prompt has affected it. So let's see if it gives me the name. Let me execute this. And this is why I love ChatGPT as well. So it retains the context when it comes to like image generation, or like Nano Banana fails when you've gone down the rabbit hole. 10 names, tax ready inbox. Let's stick to this, but I want to ask, is there any other platform that use this name? Now that's one trick again. You need to be sure that your business name is not already taken, and maybe when you want to buy a domain, you are now struggling to buy that. So that's what I found. I found no majors. Okay, it said that. Let me actually try it. Tax ready inbox. Let me try .com first. Okay, great. That's looking good. .com.au. Awesome. So it looks like we're going to have no issues. We're going to go with tax ready inbox. All right. So now I'm going to tell you to create. Now, please create logo ideas up to 10 variations for tax ready inbox. That's the name we're going to choose. And please number the different ideas. I want a premium logo. You can see that the voice mode is a productivity gain. So let's see if this is still working. All right. It is absolutely crushing it. Oh my god, guys, you can see what Claude did. He almost wrote the entire code. That's why it took long. You see, other tools just gave a basic document. This is what I'm talking about. When you know how to use all this solution, you can already see the quality difference and massive gain. This went to battle and gave us a whole lot for a PLD. We saw PLD from Perplexity, we saw from NotebookLM, but look at this, guys. Just look at this. We're gonna come back to that. Let's think about our logo. Okay, guys, look at this. Absolute beauty. So tax ready inbox. Let me know your pick. Oh, I love almost all of them. I don't know, this is hard. Let's choose number 8. No, I think number 4. Number 8 does not look like receipt. It looks like a letter. Tax ready inbox. It looks like a letter. What do you guys think? This is hard. Let's settle for number 7. I think it's just simple. Look at that. Those are amazing images. So whilst we're getting our logo, let's just lock this in because we're going to have to take this to vibe coding. Tax ready inbox complete. So you can see it, 15 minutes. Australian sole traders, freelancers, contract, micro, 1 to 3 people. Pinpoint. Terrified of SEO. Cool. User. And data model, account, transaction, receipt, category, relationship. Now, ATO align, right? Bank fees, marketing, expense category, user journey, tax ready, landing page, sign up, email. This is, guys, so comprehensive. So comprehensive, guys. Oh my goodness. Look at this. This is why I love Claude Code. Calculation logic is here. Score, display, almost ready, green, receipt, transaction matching, vendor to backend, front end. Guys, now I'm gonna have to build this because we need this. Oof, this is amazing. I can download this empty file. So this is empty file. And start with transaction. So it has given complete screen by screen user journey, tax readiness formula, auto matching logic, ATL and line category. My goodness, guys, can you believe that? Now, just to rejog your memory, we came here. This was the PRD he gave us here. Very basic. It's a fantastic tool, but it's like good for searching, summarizing stuff. And then we did same with this one is a powerful one of my favorite tools for learning, understanding. We learned. I can spend time here in the studio and really learn a lot. But when it comes to actually doing the work, look at this. This took the work extraordinarily, did it. And then we've generated logo. Let's edit it. Give me only one logo. Oh, guys, awesome stuff. Now in the next one, I'm going to show you fundamentals of vibe coding. And then we're going to use our PLD now and build on vibe coding tools, which is just like saying these are tools that you can use to build this product with AI without learning how to code. Follow and let's go on the journey. Please try this out. This is literally something that can change your life. I'm super pumped. And yeah, next one.